before we get started, I've noticed that, you know, I'm getting more views now, but a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. A lot of you guys are little snoopers. Hey, don't be a snooper, be a friend. Subscribe down below. Press that little box over there. I'll wait, no worries. Anyway, yeah, so hit that little subscribe button in that little box over there. It doesn't do anything, you can still keep watching, and then we'll get on with the rest of the video. Okay, let's go. Basically, you've got the bug. You've decided that you're going to become a full-time photographer. You're going to be a serious photographer. You've decided that the only way you'll be happy is if you get that new camera. My photos would look a lot better if only I had this lens. The reason why your photos suck is because your photos suck. Buying new gear is not going to change that. I mean, I'm telling you, you don't need a new camera. But if you feel an uncontrollable compulsion to buy camera gear every single time someone like Kai or Potato Jet reviews a piece of gear, then maybe you have gas. And yes, and all us photographers, videographers, we all go through or have to some extent a form of gas. And I'm here to tell you that you have a problem. You are ill. You need help. Basically, I shouldn't be telling you what I'm about to tell you because basically I'm just going to become your enabler. However, like a progressive government or a really cool parent, I realized that you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna find a way to get your fix one way or another. So I might as well help you minimize the damage you do to yourself. Think of this video as what a needle exchange is to a heroin addict. I'm like a parent who'd rather let their kid drink at home in the safe confines of the house rather than on some random street corner at 3 AM. So with that said, let's get on with the video. So now we all know that camera gear costs like a lot, like a ton of money, like stupid money. Photography is a terrible, a silly hobby for someone who's broke. And let's face it, we're all broke. However, I found a way to soften the financial blow of trying to get likes on Instagram. The first and most obvious tip is to shop around. Do not settle for the first price you see. Weirdly, camera gear can greatly vary in price from place to place. Camera manufacturers give free rein to retailers to set whatever price they want. For example, let's take the EOS R, the Canon EOS R. This is the dream camera for most people. On Amazon in the UK, the first seller that I saw, they're selling it for £2,200. Wex Photo and Camera World, sort of the UK equivalent of like Adorama or B&H, big online camera stores here in the UK, they sell the EOS R for £1,949. That's £300 less. eBay. Try eBay. I think for a lot of people, eBay is sort of like the equivalent of a night market in Bangkok. Yeah, it's 100% original. This Molex is 100% genuine, of course. However, if you just have your wits about you, you'll be fine. I only buy from eBay sellers with 100% positive feedback. You need to check, do they have a proven track record? Is the positive feedback they received for products that are similar to the ones that you're looking for? You know, I've seen sellers who sell camera gear alongside like children's clothing. It's kind of weird. It's best to just focus on the sellers who sell only camera gear. Now, on top of that, eBay have what they call their eBay money back guarantee. eBay really do favor the seller. If you don't get what you paid for, you get your money back. eBay are constantly blacklisting and removing fraudulent sellers and buyers all the time. For example, here's an eBay seller I've just found, and they have 100% positive feedback, and they're selling the EOS R, the Canon EOS R, brand new, might I add. Forget this, £1,336. That is a grand. That is a grand less than the Amazon seller. Do you know how much more camera gear you could buy with an extra £1,000? Not that you should. Stop buying camera gear. You've got a problem. How do they sell camera gear for so cheap? Well, a lot of these eBay sellers are actually just trading companies in China or just private sellers, you know, who just sell camera gear as a sort of side hobby, you know, as a side hustle. These sort of Chinese trading companies, they have warehouses in the UK and the EU, and they just basically just sell directly out of their warehouse, so they don't have the same overheads as these large traditional retailers. And on top of that, if you're lucky, if you're super sharp, eBay put out a lot of regular they put out regular flash sales, so you can get a further discount on top of the already cheaper eBay prices. This is probably my favorite place to get camera gear. This is sort of my little secret. This place is sort of like my secret restaurant, my favorite, you know. We all have our favorite restaurants that we like to talk about and boast about to our friends, but we all hope that none of them actually go. Because you want it all to yourself. And this camera store, this online camera store is like that. It's wowcamera.com because they're basically a traditional style online store. You know, they have all the bells and whistles, all the, they're just like an Adorama or B&H, but they sell everything at dirt cheap, well, relatively dirt cheap eBay prices. For example, they're selling the EOS R for £1,376. I remember when I first found this store, I was really skeptical. I emailed the customer support and asked them how they were so cheap. And I was told that they basically bulk buy the product in huge quantities and they get super special wholesale prices that basically no one else can get. You know, whoever their buyer is, he or she must have been a key negotiator for like the UN or something, I don't know. So for example, I bought my Canon 5D Mark IV from them last year and they sent it to me via DPD, next day delivery I think, or whatever. DPD is basically the DHL over here in the UK, and it was all legit. I registered my 5D with Canon and this serial number checked out. Yeah, it was all good. My top recommendation is wowcamera.com. So now the pros and cons. If you're going to buy from a traditional, more expensive online retailers, sort of like your B&H, your Amazon, your Wex Photo, those sort of places, the biggest pro of it is that the after purchase customer support hotlines. You can talk to an actual human being at your own convenience. You get your problem handled and sorted out by an actual human, a professional, and you'll be covered by a warranty. I bought the Rode Wireless Go microphone from Wex Photo, and after 3 months it just stopped working. I contacted Wex Photo, their customer support, and I got a replacement sent to me within a few weeks. It was all smooth, very nice. I got a brand new replacement. Cons, because they have employees, because they have high overheads, and because they're trying to make as much money as possible, their prices are on the high end, the top end of the spectrum. Buying from what I call non-traditional retailers, your eBay sellers, your wowcamera.coms, those sort of sites. The biggest pro, the most obvious one, huge savings as I already mentioned before. Cons, you have to do a lot more homework. You need to do due diligence on them. You have to make sure they have good, trustworthy reviews. Make sure you can get your money back in case anything goes wrong. Say for example, your package doesn't arrive, or you get an item that you weren't expecting, or it's missing items from the package, something like that. A lot of these sellers have very limited, very small product ranges. So for example, wowcamera.com don't sell any Fuji lenses apart from the kit lens. I think that's how they get their special wholesale prices. They basically just buy massive quantities of a small number of products. As I said before, these eBay sellers are generally just private sellers, so they don't have like a massive customer support department. There may be delays in them getting back to you because they have full-time job, which can be quite stressful when your package is missing or something. Since you're not dealing with like a professional company, you're not going to be dealing with a professional customer service representative. You'll be dealing with some random guy in Cornwall who sells camera gear out of his garage. You're not necessarily be covered by a warranty, so you need to check what kind of warranty these sellers offer. And with regards to the eBay refund policy, it requires a bit of patience. First, you need to try and resolve the problem directly with the eBay seller, and if after 8 days the problem is not resolved, only then will eBay step in and help you out. There's always the chance that an eBay seller will just completely ghost you and stop replying to your emails. If that does happen, then obviously just leave that seller a bad review, and eventually eBay will refund you, so you'll be fine. All genuine, trustworthy sellers work very hard to maintain 100% positive feedback, so they'll do whatever they can to sort out whatever problems that might arise. They know that a few bad reviews can really hurt their credibility. All in all, If you buy from any of these places that I've just recommended, you'll be fine. If you've got your own recommendations for places to buy new camera gear, not secondhand gear, new camera gear, then please let us know down below in the comments. Don't be a stranger. Anyway, that's the video, guys. I hope this was somewhat helpful. And if you lose your house and your girlfriend or your wife leaves you because you spent all the savings on camera gear, then I'm not responsible, guys. That's on you. Plenty more videos to come, guys. As I said before, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. God damn it. Follow me at Zain Shoots Film on Instagram and check out my portfolio at www.zainreza.com. And with that said, guys, keep learning, keep shooting, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.